I did my thing. I have documented the living hell I have been put through. Welcome back to my podcast. This is going to be a different type of episode, kind of maybe a mini series into the podcast. I hope you are going to, because I have to. I don't have, I have a little mic, but either I don't know how to use it properly, and I do not have a battery at the moment on it. So if you have a good mic you want to send me, please do, because I am literally holding the mic between my knees, but it's fine. Yesterday, it's going to be maybe a mini series. Get ready with me while chit-chatting. First thing, you guys, these are my real nails, so I took off. I am not at the moment a huge fan of my nails because it's kind of short, but the feeling, you do not have powder, you do not have things on your nails, and it's just, you feel more natural. I just love this feeling. So first thing, I am going to go to the gym, because let me tell you, I am this type of woman. When I stop going to the gym, it's just not, again, I cannot open it. Please send me another bottle, because for what reason on earth, even though I closed it a little bit too strong, for what reason on this earth, I literally can't open it. No man to do this, and you can't use a knife. If you have a solution, you let me know. When I don't go to the gym, it's not good for me, so I am going to do this for my mental health. Yesterday night, actually this morning, because I didn't sleep much, I had an epiphany, and I was like, you know what? It's kind of annoying because it has always been like this. It's like I am going through so many rebirths, and I am like, okay, this time has to be the one. It's like you fail and you fail and you fail, and at some point, you are like, okay, God, this has to be the last one, the last part of the survival mode is over. You speak words into existence. I did my thing. I have documented the living hell I have been put through since those last months and those last 6 years, and I will be sharing my story, but not like this. For now, I don't have the luxury to focus on this, and I don't want to focus on this because I want to share my story in a very specific way. So I did what I wanted to do, meaning I shared the reason I started a GoFundMe, and if you can support me while I am building what I want to build for myself, I would be very grateful, because we are starting today, March 11, 2026, and let me tell you, I have nothing to my name. I am in a place at the moment, I am like, can I go to the grocery store and afford milk? This is the reality of the situation, but I am going to change this. It's going to change. So this morning at 4 a.m. I had this epiphany, if you will, and I did realize something, because I experienced it, and I was like, oh, this is how it works, as if I was not aware. But it's not about being aware, it's about being, oh, I just experienced it, and this is very different. So let me explain. Hold on. While sharing my GoFundMe, explain my situation, the isolation I have been put through, the loss of my son, and so many things that happened to me, literally from the pit to the palace. I think I'm going to make this series from the pit to the palace, not the get ready with me, but what is coming. Because I was literally thrown into a pit, and some people were wishing for me to die. Okay, literally, this is what happened, not metaphorically speaking, it was their actual wish. We do not care about what some people with ill intentions might wish, it's just not our concern. And so, while doing this, while sharing my GoFundMe and asking for help, I was like, wait, there is something that I did in the past, and I know it is something I should do, maybe not for life, we'll see, but I should do this because I have seen people, and I have seen even myself. I was like, oh, it's not like a skill you learn, unlike so many things you can learn to earn money. It's a gift, an ability, a skill that you have within yourself. It can't be replicated, and you cannot teach this skill because, from my experience, you either have it or you don't have it. I am talking about psychic abilities. So I did it years ago, before this situation happened. Actually, right before this situation happened. And I have seen people, they were like... So first thing is, I did reopen sessions. So I'm going to put everything in the caption. Okay. Yes, it is expensive, but it is not expensive. Please go and grab the free guide to understand why I am putting those prices. It's even not expensive, because then go and read. And if you have questions, you can DM me on IG. I will answer those questions, but hold on. I'm still bothered by my eye. So yeah, when I did it with a few people, and I did it with a guy, and I am not going to do it like this, like the format is not going to be this at the moment, but this guy, I did it face to face. Okay. I have witnessed something. I think he was not quite prepared. He was like, how can you be this accurate? Like, he was shocked because I said something, and he jumped. We were sitting at a cafe, and he stood up, and he was like, look, and he showed me a bracelet. He was like, I bought this 2 days ago. How can you? And it's not something that I was able to see because he had like something very tight. So he knew. I was not even aware he had this. Anyways, I am just saying, I am not even selling you my skills because I know it's a real type of thing, and if you are interested, you will experience it. What I would say, if you are not prepared, and if you are not spiritual, and if you are not open to receive this type of guidance, because it is very deep, and it is like, it's like, oh my god, how do you know? How can you say this? Because it's kind of accurate. Obviously, it's not going to be the same with everyone, but if you are someone who is very skeptical and, very like, everything has to be in a box, if you are this type of person, I don't recommend you are going on a session with me, because you have to be very open-minded to be able to receive what I am going to channel, the energy I am going to channel. Because yesterday I finished everything, so the free guide, I did experience where you are putting your attention. Attention is a currency. I think you know it by now. Attention is the highest currency. So I was like, oh, I did focus on this. Okay, yeah, I did open a GoFundMe and share what is happening, and not the full picture of my situation, but I did share a GoFundMe, and then I explained, hey, this is why. Then I was like, okay, let me also do this, because I know I can do this. I know this is a gift actually God gave me, and it would be something that is going against my purpose to not use this gift, because if I have it, I should use it, right? Again, I did experience it, and I was, even at this time, I was again going through so many things and abuse, and I was not even aware how deep was this type of skill. And then when I started doing this, I was like, oh, this is really a real thing, because I am witnessing the clients reaction to what I am doing, And so yesterday, because I was done with everything, I was like, okay, I am going to focus on this, even though there is so many things that I want to do, And this is my core, I don't want to be put into a box because there is so many things I want to do. And I do not believe that I should just, do psychic medium sessions. I don't want to focus on it, but at the moment, it's something that I would like to mainly focus on because my first goal is to move. Like I want us to move like in 1 month maximum into my own place. Then I will be able to extend my goals and be like, okay, now I can do 1 session per day if I have the client, and then I can, okay. Because I was focusing on this, okay, because I did this in terms of the action of doing it, I was on TikTok after this because, like at some point I was like, let me have my moment, and I think we are all doing this. I am tired, it is 2-3 a.m. I just finished what I had to do today. Everything is set up, amazing. I just have to, talk about it and maybe do channel readings for the collective so you can actually see. But what I am going to do is I am going to offer 1 session, not 2, not 3, because go grab the free guide. You will understand why. Again, it's not even that expensive because I know the cost of me doing this. My whole FYP changed. Like I was like, oh, this is what now I am seeing, obviously, because I am focusing on the money, the action I want to get out. I want a solution because I want us to move, and we are moving. But it's not like enough to say, I want a solution, I want us to move. You have to do something actually that is going to be a tool and is going to provide this move, okay? This is what I did with the session, and I did reopen the sessions. Now, I was scrolling, and the videos I was watching, the energy shift when you have, again, attention is the highest currency. So when you are shifting your attention, when you are putting in the work, okay, like I did, I was like, oh, this is what I am watching now in my For You page. Actually, I love the scrolling because I was watching so many things linked to, hey, this can be a tool, this can be a tool, you can try this, you can try that, in addition to the session, and I was like, oh, this is how it works. Obviously, it's not the same for everyone, but it's the same for everyone because let's say you want to be a singer. It's not enough to say, oh, I know I am going to be a singer, and then what? And then you are singing all day in your room, at the gym, but you are not doing it. No, you have to record yourself. You have to send, I don't even know how it works, but you have to put yourself in front of a camera and sing again and again and again because this is what you want to do. And when you are going to do this, everything is going to follow. You get my point? And honestly, it was the energy shift. Why? Because I shifted my attention by doing, hey, this is going to be 1 tool, okay? And I would love this to be the only tool to provide for the move. So focus on the psychic session so I can, get out. And then there is so much things that I want to do with my life. But again, shift your attention and put your attention on the thing that you want to do, and you have to know, because if you don't know, it's another debate, but you have to know. You have to know what you want to do with your life. And at the moment, what I want to do with my life is I want to wake up in my own place. I want to wake up in my life, do what I want with my life, not being linked to anyone who, if you go and watch my YouTube channel, you know what I am talking about. Anyone who tried to break me, who tried so many things, abuse, and I don't even want at the moment to talk about this because this is useless. Everyone linked to this timeline, I want them out of my life. My focus is, let me find a tool that is going to provide for the move. So I put my attention onto a tool. This is what I did. And when I did this, I had so many videos. There is another tool, there is another tool, there is another tool. And I was so grateful. And again, I need to vocalize it because you need to hear this. I did struggle for years. It has to be for some people. Like, it has to be for some people to be able to be like, oh, let me not struggle like this girl, because I want to save you some years of struggling if I can do this, because no one did this for me. No one. Okay? I don't have a family. I don't have this dad I am still living with, not for so long, is not my dad, never has been a dad on paper, and it's even another story. I am going to make a podcast episode on this gut feeling when you might have been adopted. There is a very high probability that it's just a gut feeling, and if you know, and if you don't, this is not for you. But it's another debate. My mom on paper died years ago. I had no one. Literally, since I am little, my whole life was, let's destroy her. And I am not exaggerating here. I am being extremely factual. It was my life. This timeline is over. Okay? Yeah, I want to share this today because I know I can help some people to do it before I realized everything, meaning I can save you some years of struggling. I can do this. Let me tell you, I can do this. Otherwise, my suffering is for nothing. Okay? It has to be for the collective, for some people to align with my current frequency and to be like, oh, I can actually learn from this and I can listen to what she's saying because she lived years of struggling. So maybe I can listen and maybe I am going to actually stop the struggling. And I didn't have this and I didn't see a video and I didn't hear a podcast that gave me this. But yesterday I did experience what I told you. This tool is going to provide for the move. And then I had so many other tools presented to me. Okay, so this was God saying, this is your door. This is your way out. Focus on this. Share this. Raise awareness on you do not have to struggle, because let me tell you, this, I shouldn't be alive. But I mean this literally, it's not metaphorically speaking. I shouldn't be alive because yes, some people did. Some people tried things, and I think God will put the light on how deep it was in terms of let's try to destroy her. It's not just metaphorically or using abuse, using coercive control. No, it goes deeper. Again, not the point, because this is a story of God's justice, God's plan, not a story of human justice. The main point of this episode is, please listen to what I am saying. And if you want to be successful, especially if you want a big life, because not everyone wants a big life. I do want a big life, okay? And so if this resonates with you, listen to it. Listen to it because I do know what I am talking about. And the first thing I do recommend you do, shift your attention and ask yourself, what do I want? For me, at the moment, it was, I want to move, okay? Speak words into existence, okay? Now, how? Because you have to find a tool that is going to help and provide for this move, right? A tool, a car, whatever you want to call it, you have to find something that is going, money-wise, obviously, that is going to help what you want. At the moment, I want to move into my own place. What skill do I have and what type of service I can provide to people that I know is valuable, first of all, okay, that I know I can do, that I know, plus in my case, I know because I did it, so you have to be sure of the service product you are going to sell. You have to be very confident in, I know I can provide this service. Whatever service, whatever product it's going to be. Maybe you have an amazing skin and maybe you can start a skincare brand and help people with hyperpigmentation. For instance, I am just giving you an example. For me, it's I shifted my attention because I was like, okay, I want to move. How? What is the car you are going to drive to move? Psychic sessions and my podcast and so many other things. But money wise, my podcast isn't monetized at the moment. It's going to be the case very soon. My YouTube channel is not monetized. It's going to be the case very soon. So my tool was reopen psychic sessions. This was my tool, okay? I know this episode is going to help some people, and as I always said, if I can help 1%, 1% is enough. And I do know I'm going to help more than 1%, but 1% is enough. 1% has always been my goal, okay? So this is what I wanted to share in this episode. And then I'm going to go to the gym, and I do recommend if you can go to the gym, and if you like, it's not even, yes, it can be related to your health and your physical appearance, but in the first place, it is for this. In the first place, let me tell you, it is for this because it is such, at least for me, it is such a shift, like the sensation after. I am not doing, very hard training sessions. I am just going on the treadmill, incline, and I just love doing this. And the feeling after this in here is like you are literally here, up here. And this is way better than going out, alcohol, and so many other things that you think are going to bring some happiness in your life. In my opinion, absolutely not. Also, it's another debate, but I do recommend you stop drinking. Like, you stop drinking. I do recommend. And this is coming from someone. I have never considered myself as an alcoholic, but I was drinking. I was having, and you think it's just one drink at 7, 8 p.m. and then 2 days after it's another drink, and then you are like, it's a lot of drinks. And my now understanding, like now, just the idea, and this is what is crazy, just the idea of having a drink, unless, I don't know, maybe I'm going to be on vacation and it's a very different context and you are at the beach and you just want a pina colada, a margarita or whatever, because it's going with, even I don't even know if I am going to have one of those. And this is what is mind-blowing, because I thought I was enjoying having a drink. No. And this is just my experience, but it was just doing this. Like, I was very low and it was doing this. So I do not see the point of drinking, even, in terms of you are going to see it on your face. And also, you know what? I do believe some people are quite allergic to drinking. And this was my case. I was not. It's not like I was doing things. No, it's just like, it's like my body was telling me, hey, this is just not for you. It has never been for you in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I do recommend you do not. If you can stop drinking, honestly, like, it's the thing with drinking is you think you need a drink sometimes to feel good or to feel less stress. I had also a girlfriend, she was like, oh my god, I need a drink before I'm going to see him. No, wrong. This is like, please don't do this. Like, if you are thinking, oh my god, I need a drink because I am so nervous because he's handsome and I am not, and if I drink, no, because you are putting yourself in a situation, whatever this guy is going to notice and whatever this guy is going to attempt do, you are going to feel worse than you are feeling right now. Kind of nervous because you are going to see him. Please don't do this. Don't take a drink before. And I am talking about this, I think we were 18 something, 10, 12 years ago. And she was like, always, oh my god, I need a drink. No, you don't. You do not need a drink, especially if you are going on a date. But you do you, right? Anyway, you guys, go subscribe on Spotify, or you are going to see it on this YouTube channel. I will be dropping a podcast episode. Hopefully, I'm going to record it tonight, so before this weekend. Thank you so much for watching. See you in a next video.